Failure. The very word often makes people shrink, hide, or feel ashamed. It carries the weight of judgment, of disappointment, of dreams that slipped through trembling hands. But what if we've misunderstood failure our whole lives? What if, instead of being a wall that blocks us, it's actually a doorway to something greater? The truth is, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every great story has a chapter called Failure, and every strong soul carries the scars of battles lost. But within those moments of defeat lies the fire to rise again, stronger, wiser, and more focused than ever before. This is what it means to rise with fail. When you fall, something incredible happens. You're forced to face the truth. Not the truth the world tells you, not the highlight reels on social media, but your truth, your limits, your weaknesses, your excuses. And in that raw moment when the noise fades and it's just you and your reflection, you get to decide, will I stay down or will I rise? Because failure is a mirror. It doesn't lie. It reveals. It shows you who you are and who you're capable of becoming. Most people see failure as the end, but in reality, it's just the beginning. Think of the child who falls 100 times before learning to walk. The baby doesn't stop and say, maybe walking isn't for me. No, they try again and again, until one day they rise, step forward, and never crawl again. So why do we forget this as adults? Why do we give up after one rejection, one loss, one mistake? Because we start listening to fear, to shame, to the world's expectations. But the ones who make it, the ones who build empires, lead nations, break records, and change the world, they do not rise in spite of failure. They rise because of it. You see, failure teaches you more than success ever could. Success feels good, so it's validation, applause, the finish line. But failure? Failure is the gym for your soul. It strengthens your discipline, humbles your ego, sharpens your focus. Every time you fail, you learn, you grow. You discover what doesn't work, what needs to change, what you're truly capable of enduring. It's in the sleepless nights, the quiet tears, the why me moments. That's where greatness is born. Not on the stage, not in the spotlight, but in the silence of struggle. Some of the greatest minds in history failed before they succeeded. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about it, he said, "I haven't failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." That's the mindset of someone who rises with fail. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination. Imagine if they had listened. Imagine if they had quit. The world would be darker, emptier, and less inspired. But they didn't quit, they rose, and so can you. You might have failed in school. You might have been rejected from a job. You might have been heartbroken, betrayed, abandoned, overlooked. But listen to me, failure does not define you. Your reaction to it does. You can sit in your pain or rise with your purpose. You can accept defeat or use it as fuel. You can be a victim or you can become a victor. Rising with failure is not about ignoring your pain. It's about using it, channeling it. Let it push you to become someone even you didn't know you could be. Let it transform your doubt into determination, your fear into faith, your wounds into wisdom. Every scar tells a story, not of weakness, but of survival. And every time you get back up, you're telling the world, I am not done yet. We often wait for the perfect moment to start again. But the truth is, there's never a perfect moment. You don't need the stars to align. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You don't even need to have it all figured out. All you need is to take the next step, to show up, to try. Because effort beats talent when talent doesn't try. And consistent effort, even after failure, is what builds legends. When you rise with fail, people may not notice at first. You won't always get applause. Sometimes your rise will be quiet. It'll be waking up early when no one sees you. It'll be staying in and working while others go out. It'll be failing again and still choosing to continue. But that's where your power grows. That's where unshakable character is built. Not in ease, but in endurance. And here's the most beautiful part. One day, your rise will inspire someone else. Someone who's where you once were. Someone on the edge of giving up. And your story and your scars, your comebacks, your perseverance, it will remind them that they too can rise. That failure is not the end of the road, but a necessary turn on the path to greatness. So today I want you to embrace failure. Welcome it. Learn from it. Let it refine you, not define you. Because every time you fall, you have another chance to rise. And with every rise, you become someone stronger, someone wiser, someone unstoppable. Your journey won't be perfect. You will stumble. You will fall. But every time you choose to get back up, you are rewriting your story. You are building resilience. You are rising, and not despite the fail, but with it.